Taylor Swift just made a huge announcement. Taylor announced that she is releasing an official Eras Tour book filled with her own personal reflections, behind the scenes photos. She also announced something we've all been begging her for. The Tortured Poets Department in full, including the anthology, will finally be available on CD and vinyl. The book and the anthology will be available for the first time ever at Target on November 29th. Now, we recorded the rest of this episode before Taylor made this announcement, but it actually makes all of our predictions even better because we talked about if Taylor would release another Tortured Poets single, if there will be another music video, if new performances will be added to the Eras Tour. So I'd say our clowning is right on point.
What's going to happen during the final leg of the Eras Tour?
Welcome to Hits Different.
Lee-hee-hee.
Ryan and I are going to make all of our predictions for this final stretch of the Eras Tour. We've been clowning for like a year and a half because there are so many outfits that we haven't seen yet. There are special guests that could come out. There are announcements that could happen. There are re-records that could be announced. And of course, will the Eras Tour actually end on December 8th? If you enjoy our content, please hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to
22,000
subscribers by the end of October, and you can help us get there. All right, let's get into it. What might happen in these final 18 shows of the Eras Tour? It's time for our final predictions. Drum roll, please. To start, the Tortured Poets category. Will Taylor release another single from the Tortured Poets Department during the final leg of the Eras Tour?
I'll take no for 800. That was like Jeopardy coded as fuck.
I said yes. Down bad, crying at the gym. Everything comes out teenage petulance.
Contrary to all of the rumors and other predictions, it seems too late for Taylor to release another single. It's been 6 months since TTPD dropped, and it just feels like the ship has sailed, even though that's also me clowning for whatever's next, because I'm kind of like, people won't like this, but you know, TTPD, your chapter, I feel like when the Eras Tour ends, it's like your chapter will have closed. So we still have time for Down Bad, but
I think we still have time for Down Bad. I think she's been Easter egging Down Bad. And I'm also, you will find in most of my answers for these questions, in full-on clown mode to finish out the Eras Tour leg. So give me that Down Bad video with aliens and spaceships, all this cool stuff. Maybe she'll pull a Sabrina and Travis would be in it. There's also people clowning for So High School to be the single and the music video, but I'm being realistic. Down Bad.
I'm sorry. People are talking about Travis being the alien, like the one that Sabrina made out with.
No, I mean like when Sabrina had Barry in the Please, Please, Please music video.
I was thinking about the VMAs and I was like, who's saying this?
No. Like people have started to use like their real life love interests in music videos. So why would Taylor not put Travis in a So High School music video?
I mean, he is an actor now, so he could be an alien in the Down Bad video.
That's not what I mean. I mean, the So High School music video
whatever, or
could
that.
be have Travis be the love interest.
True. Or
maybe that's why his hair has been growing out the way it is, so he can be a proper like 90s heartthrob.
Dang. What does he know? Which leads to the next question. I have a follow-up about the Down Bad stuff that's been going on. Will Taylor drop another music video for TTPD?
Listen, the realistic side of me says no, but the clown side of me is yes. I'm going with yes for Down Bad again.
So at first I said no, but then I was deep diving TikTok late last night and I started spiraling, being like, she has been so Down Bad coded lately that it's gotta mean something, from like her attire at the VMAs, the after party, the Down Bad nods from Taylor Nation, promoting the TTBD playlist, and then recently at the Chiefs game with the freckles, the earrings, and the purse with the little Vivienne Westwood symbol that she has that she wears during TTPD, the Saturn.
The
and
orb.
it's all very sus.
Okay, so if you think she could drop a music video, that would mean it's a single, because she only does that for singles.
I know.
So,
yeah.
But maybe you're just splitting your options so you can get one of these right. And I'll probably get both wrong, and that's fine. We will be keeping track and holding ourselves accountable at the end of the tour.
We'll make our own.
Right or wrong.
Well, we were incredibly wrong for our New Year's predictions before the tour came back. So I have full confidence I will not get any of these right. So I tried to be a little bit more bold, but
same. Yeah, we'll be recapping our 2024 predictions at the end of the year, like what we got right and what we got wrong, and we can do the same for these if you guys are interested. So, next one. Will Florida be added to the set list permanently?
So, split answer. Either, well, it's not split. It's literally like yes and no. Yes, because why else lean into all that choreography that she did just for one performance? Also, I am a heavy Florida stan, so I'm wishing this for the world so we can just see it every night for the next 18 shows. But also maybe no, because I think that her performing it the last night in London before Florida, instead of waiting like a lot of us thought, I think that means something is going to pop off in Florida. That's not necessarily the Florida performance, but it was kind of like a keep your eyes on
Something's
Florida.
happening in Florida.
Yeah. So
All right.
It's one of the two.
I said yes, it will be added to the set list. And to clarify, I don't think Florence is going to pop up every time, okay? But I do think they can perform it without her, just like they do Fortnite without Post Malone every single show.
Facts. Yeah. Florence is probably never coming back. Her schedule probably just does not align, even though Florida deserved that, but it's neither here nor there. Next question. Will there be any other changes to the set list?
I say yes. I Did Something Bad is going to be added to the set list.
First show?
No, not first show. At some point. Just in general.
Okay.
I do think that the set list is going to change.
True. I didn't think about that as in like over the span of the Eras tour. I've been thinking like right out the gate. But I think I also just gave up on I Did Something Bad because I'm still confused and disappointed at why she just played it acoustic and jumped the gun on that song too. So I kind of have stopped clowning for that song. I'm like, I don't know if we'll ever get that performance, but I definitely hope I'm wrong. So I said no, there wouldn't be any other changes unless it was Florida.
Dang.
I know.
Dang.
I think I'm like, I clowned so hard for so long. I just need to like, let me sit on the rational side. It's a little boring over here, but then at least I'll be surprised.
You clowned too close to the sun. I am still holding on to the little threads because in the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart choreography, they do the I Did Something Bad choreography. And so I think that means she is going to add it.
Which I did note.
And singing it acoustic was just her way to throw us off the scent.
Yeah, I do think there's been a lot of red herrings lately across the board. We'll get into more of that later. But yeah, I'd rather be surprised than disappointed. I'm trying to stay in that lane because when I think all these things are going to happen and they don't, then I'm like disappointed. And I don't want to be disappointed. So
see, my rebound rate is so fast. So that's
I mean, the first sus thing she does, I'm gonna be like, okay, guys, so here's why I think she is gonna actually add I Did Something Bad. I'm back on the clown train. Just taking a little break, Once the tour resumes, I'm sure I will feel differently.
Next section of questions. Surprise song, acoustic section related. First one. Will Taylor continue to do mashups for the acoustic section?
Yes, I sure hope so. Because why would she go back?
Right. What if she's like, oh, I'm back in America, no more mashups? I said that, yes, she's going to continue doing them, though, just to be clear.
I really hope so. That I'm manifesting for myself because they're just so much fun. Will Taylor sing every song in her discography in the acoustic section by the end of tour?
No. I do not think so. She has a couple of songs like Ronin and Soon You'll Get Better, Even Forever Winter, that I just don't see her singing. And I'm not even counting the movie features and stuff like that in this, just her actual albums and bonus or vault tracks on those albums. I don't think she's going to get through all of them. She's going to stick to the hits to finish this out.
Yeah, I originally said yes, not even thinking about those songs. So it's a yes with an asterisk. Yes, minus the really sad songs, So almost all of it, definitely.
She's really close.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's down to just a handful. Will she have another special guest to join her on stage?
Definitely possible. if she announces another re-release on tour. So
I like how all your answers have caveats.
I know. I'm not definitive at any of this. It's like, I feel like that was my mistake before. And it's like, after further thought, leaving it open.
So you only think she'll have a special guest if she's announcing something?
Yes. Like maybe not announcing, but like if it's because she's either... Like if it's like Speak Now, where she had like Taylor Lautner and Joey King and like all those guests. Either if it's the re-release date or the announcement day, I think she could bring in some guests. Or if there's just like new music of some kind. Otherwise, like randomly, I don't know.
Because I wrote this question. Did you take special guest as only meaning like non-musical? Because I meant it as musical or non-musical.
I only thought of it as musical. I know I just brought up 2 non-musical people,
okay.
But
I'm just making sure.
I only thought of I only thought of musical people, but
okay.
Yeah. So
my answer is yes. She is 100% bringing out more special guests on stage.
Even with no reason, just like, here's so-and-so.
Absolutely.
Who?
I think Aaron Dessner will probably make a return to the stage, especially during the US shows. He didn't make an appearance at all during Europe, but he was popping up left and right last summer with the US shows. Jack Antonoff's tour with Bleachers is over now. He could come back around. Gracie's her opener. Maybe she brings her back out.
Noah Kahn.
I mean, she hasn't brought anyone out to sing that she doesn't have a collaboration with.
You're right. That's just a pipe dream there. She's like the only one he hasn't collabed with.
Posty? You never know.
That's true. I mean, true. She might pop off like as it gets close to the end, like, yo, we are ending this. And I don't know where Post will be at in his tour, if he's also going to be done, but true.
And I just want to note that every night in London in that final weekend, she had a special guest come out. So
yeah, but London's the favorite child and nothing that happened there is real. You can't compare that to any other dates on the tour, like of what happened in London. Like nothing can compare. We're not London.
I don't know if that's fair. Like Nashville in the US and LA, like they all have special things. New York City, they all did.
But it wasn't like a whole week.
I think that final weekend in Vancouver, expect a new guest every night. I think probably in the US, I could see some guests happening.
Not me like being very tunnel vision with this question, because I was so focused on like the re-releases, manifesting, that I was like, oh yeah, it would be like Tim McGraw if she did like debut, or like Ed Sheeran again.
To sing like Endgame again.
Yeah. I don't know. But no, I think your ideas makes more sense. So how many special guests by the end of the tour would you say?
I'm guessing five more. Mm-hmm.
You're not going to like my answer because it's also very vague. 1 to 3.
You're just making your own rules.
I like to keep my options open. If I fall within that range, I technically was right.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know we were playing the game this way. That's fine. You know, I'm going to stick with 5 and we'll see who is right.
I mean, I'm also the one who said what? Travis would only go to 3 of Taylor's shows and it was like almost 15. So like, you know, I'm freaking terrible at this.
I was like, girl, that's like one weekend. What are we doing?
Dude, I don't know. That was a long time ago.
I think I said like 15 or something, and I was pretty close.
You did. Yeah, you were super close.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I didn't know. Didn't know that man would be following her around every weekend. Like, he showed up. So that leads us to costumes, which we know I love and have clowned heavily about because of the Easter eggs that Taylor leaves in all of them. Will Taylor wear the remaining 1989 outfit combos?
Yes.
When will she wear them?
Okay. For all green, I'm predicting night 1 in Vancouver. And for green top, yellow bottom, I'm predicting night 1 in New Orleans. It's just like giving Mardi Gras to me, you know?
You're so specific. Mine are so like, I don't know. Like, will she, won't she? So I said yes, for sure. All green, I said very specific. Rapper debut announcement. Clearly only, that's it. Nothing else. I mean, that's what I've been clowning for so long.
When do you think? Well, we can get to that later.
Girl, I mean,
we'll get to that later.
Green top, yellow bottom. I do like the Mardi Gras vibe. I answered random. Might have just saved it for the final leg to have a new outfit. So, like, she'll just, like, randomly wear it. Like, oop, there it is.
Oop, there it is.
Yeah. Wow, I can't believe you came with dates and everything. You're like, night 1. I'm like...
Now our viewers know why we named our channel Hits Differently, because Ryan and I, we don't think about things the same way.
One is type A, one is type B / on another planet half the time. But if we were to make this bracket, our answers would be like, Molly's would be like, here's the evidence. And mine would be like, well, you see, I don't know. If a magical wizard comes along, maybe that would
Here's the
happen.
nuance. Yeah.
I thought I was so smart in my nuanced answers. And now I'm like, no, I'm just indecisive.
I think it's hilarious that we approach this differently, actually. So it works. Will Taylor wear the all gold? I'm sorry, I can't wait to hear whatever vague answer you have for this. Will Taylor wear the all gold Tortured Poets outfit that we saw in the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart music video?
No, I'm just looking at my answer. I'm like, oh my God. So I said yes. If yes, when? Could be random. Another new outfit saved for the last leg or around a re-release. Because, Taylor's always random and has no intention or purpose behind anything she does. So, of course, that was a joke.
We're going to need our commenters to tell us if they think you can even get points for these vague answers. Because if your answer is random, then you could win that point automatically.
I did say yes. So it'd be a point for yes. If yes, when, another point if you got it right. So random, if there's no sense behind it, or re-release, I get a point. So
fine. All right. Yes, she will wear it. Why else would she have it? She has to wear it.
On the full moon of night 3 in New Orleans.
Close. Night 2 in Miami.
My God.
I feel like she'll wear that one early. Again, just to throw us off. We're going to be sitting here being like, she's going to hold on to these outfits that we know exist till the end. And then she's just going to be like, boop, here's the all gold.
Because it's random. Because it's just saved for the last leg. So not random, but it was always intended. She has to give something back to America. She's taken so much away since she's been gone. Now she's back and has to save a few little nuggets.
Yeah, she's like, I saved my gold medal outfit for America.
Will we get a new rep bodysuit?
I feel like we should have strobe lights and the clicking of the heels happening for this. Yes, I think she will have a new costume, even if it's just in the middle of the night in my dreams. I think she'll have a new rep bodysuit before the end of the tour. She has to.
In the middle of the night, she'll wear the rep bodysuit.
I know I'm gonna be with you, so I take my time. What do you think?
Ready for it? I said, honestly, I don't know anymore. I can't even say yes or no because this question bothers me so much because obviously I was clowning the rest of us for so long and I was like, obviously she's saving it for Rep. Rep continues to evade us. And yeah, part of me thinks that at this point, with there only being 18 shows left, part of me thinks that she, in the very beginning, was like, you know what? I'm gonna change up all the outfits from every era. I'm gonna add all these different outfits, do all the chaos, except for Rep. Why? Because I want to with you guys. Duh. Because I want you to think the whole time that I'm going to change it, but I'm not. I know you saw the boots are different in the video. I know you saw them. I hate this reality that I'm living in, but this is, again, I'm living on the rational side. And I'm like, I don't want to be disappointed when she doesn't.
And my Delulu Swiftie dreams, the bodysuit, it's not like it's a different color, right? People have done these illustrations of if it was
green,
gold, if it was green, whatever.
Right.
No. I am clowning for
an extra
the
leg.
Reputation Stadium Tour black bodysuit that didn't have the legs, had a little jacket, and she's doing the I Did Something Bad performance. That's my dream.
What if she just comes out the gate and wears it night 1 in Miami? Not because of Rep, just because of new me. I'm back in America and I got a new outfit.
What if I told you I'm back?
Yeah, I would have said if she did wear one, it would be for Rep, obviously. But I also think she could, if she does do it, just be boop, my new outfit.
Nothing would actually happen.
Yeah.
She'd just
no, I did something bad.
wear.
Just night 1 in Miami, she's just in a new outfit. And you're like,
gosh,
yep.
The internet will literally break when she wears a new Rep bodysuit. And then for nothing to happen version would be so funny, but she kind of did that before the 1989 Taylor's version release. She like wore a brand new Midnight's bodysuit, the one with like the six-pack cutout type thing that was very 1989 coded from an outfit she wore on the 1989 tour. Then she proceeded to not announce it that night. Obviously, like by the time she's wearing a Midnight's bodysuit, it's like the end of the show. But she's just like, oh, I'm just gonna like put this here. Don't worry. In a couple of nights, they're getting just all blue for every era. So.
True. She could wear it, let it linger for a little bit, and then be like, oh, you guys thought that was just for fun? Oh, no, I'm dropping Rep TV. By the way.
So I said, if yes, when would she wear a new Rep bodysuit? Sounds like you're saying night 1 Miami. I'm saying final night in Vancouver, which as I'm saying it out loud doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Why would she change it the very last show and we never get to see it again? I don't know. That's what I put.
Is that your final answer?
I'm sticking with it.
Wow. So I say Rep or night 1 in Miami. You know, nuanced.
Will she wear any other new costumes outside of the ones we've mentioned? So like gold TTPD and Rep bodysuit 1989 outfit combos don't count. Like other eras, other outfits.
Well, there were rumors / videos about a green blazer in the mix for the man. So, I mean, I did see the video. And it looked pretty concrete. And that's also adding to the, if she's wearing green, is it because she's about to drop, you know, debut or Rep? Obviously. So I'm going to say yes.
I'm also saying yes. I wasn't even thinking about the green, the man jacket. I just feel like she added new costumes all throughout the European summer. I feel like there will be a couple of more because she just likes to do it. She likes to wear new outfits. At the end of the day, she's just a girl, likes to wear bodysuits and sparkly dresses and change the colors of them.
Well, remember she changed up the whole vibe of the 1989 outfits for Europe. So it's like she might change it up again and either go backwards or do something completely different.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Ooh, what if she came out in like the OG like skirt?
Ooh.
Like with the pleats.
True. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah, she's been rocking that cougar thing since she was Europe, which was always like people thought it was a nod to Rep and we're like, what is this? And that's why we've all been keeping our eyes on those outfits amongst many other reasons.
But then wouldn't that mean she might not wear the remaining 1989 outfit combos?
Well, yeah, I guess you're
I don't
right.
think she'd like change the costume totally and then go back to those, but you never know. She's crazy.
Did she wear all green pre-Europe?
They were matching pre-Europe. It was like the original 1989 tour outfits were like a different style and they were matched. Yeah.
That would be pretty wild if she just scrapped it and was like, oh, whoops, was I supposed to wear 2 other ones?
That'd be so funny. Okay, so which eras do we think these new costumes would be in? You think the man with the green jacket.
In 1989.
Okay. I think, similar to you, new Lover bodysuit and jacket. I think there will be another Fearless dress. I think there will be another Speak Now dress, which honestly is hilarious because there's only one song in that set, but she has like 8 different dresses for it. Why not add another one? Maybe one that's all black. Just saying. Thought of this one today. I think during the 1989 set on Halloween weekend in New Orleans, what if she wore a Halloween costume?
That would be fun. I mean, she did it for the 1989 tour. I was there.
Yep.
She was Olaf. You would not expect that. She'd be like, wow, what was she? What sexy outfit? She was Olaf, and it was adorable.
What if she just ran it back and popped back out as Olaf again for Halloween? It'd be so funny.
What if she's a cheerleader and like factors it into like So High School? And like, I mean, I'm sure Travis isn't available to go, but like, I don't know, girl can dream. He's not. What if she has a different Halloween costume for every era? That would be crazy. That would make sense.
That'd be crazy. That would be crazy.
So like 1989, she would be a cheerleader or a ballerina or any of those things, Shake It Off, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, she can't wear the same outfit the whole show. Come
Reputation,
on.
she's, what if that's the time she changes
Karen?
the Rep bodysuit is just, I was going to say she just comes out as Karen.
You don't even know it's her. She's just like those inflatable dinosaurs, but she's a snake.
Bring back Karen. I should have had that as a question. Will we see Karen again?
I wish. I mean, we think, just like the I Did Something Bad performance that we think has to happen. Karen has to come back. Long live Karen.
You're right. I'm going to hold on to that hope.
Long live. Singing Long Live in a Karen costume. That is what I want. This is how I want to end the Eras Tour. So leads us to our final segment of questions, the announcements and surprises, either during a show or while the tour is still going on. For clarification, because I am nuanced and I didn't want to lock myself into one or the other. So could either sometime within the next 2 months. So will Taylor announce an Eras Tour documentary?
I am saying no.
Oh.
I think that if she announces an Eras Tour doc, I do think we'll get one. But I don't think she'll announce it before the Eras Tour is over.
Okay. Warning, I'm realizing that my answers to these next few questions may or may not contradict one another, but irrelevant.
That's fine. You can have, it's like you have to spread out your chances to get
True.
certain questions right.
But it's like one of those, like, if one happens, then you can't feel that way about another. But, like, sure, you can. So in this example, I would say it definitely seems likely because of the I Can Do It With a Broken Heart music video footage that we saw that clearly indicated they were shooting a bunch of stuff, and we know they have more stuff. I also think they could release an extended / final cut version of the Eras Tour movie. It seems like the perfect thing for them to put a bow on the end of the tour. Like, we're all feeling really sad. Her birthday's a few days later.
I do think we'll get the documentary. I just don't think it'll be announced by the end of the tour because I think other things will be announced by the end of the tour. So, will Taylor announce a new album by the end of the tour?
So no, because I feel like she has to save this for next year when we're all sad about the tour being over. Same thing. Like, she can't just give us everything at the end of the year when we have a whole new year coming out. I mean, she could still announce it and be like, my new album comes out on blah, blah, blah next year. When I was spiraling last night, thinking about the down bad coded stuff, I was like, oh no. Recently, all of her outfits, we've been thinking that they were rep coded. The VMAs, the plaid, etc. What if they're actually a red herring again for TS12? Because we've seen grunge, we've seen a lot of plaid, we've seen stuff that we think is down bad coded and alien-esque, but what if that's also part of the vibe? What if it's like some supernova grunge ethereal album? I don't know. So I'm starting to worry that a lot of this is like just a red herring of like, oh yeah, you saw that outfit at the VMAs? It looked like rep. It wasn't.
I don't think that the Aliens are a new album. I think that's going to be self-contained to Tortured Poets. But, you know, you can clown for whatever you want. I also agree, though, that the plaid could be a new era. At first, I was thinking lilac and orange, like this summer, was a new era. And I'm not ready to put that to bed. But I did see someone tweet that someday, eventually, Taylor was going to have to move on from colors to patterns because she's running out of colors. So what if she's like plaid? And it's like, again, kind of leaning into the So High School of it all. Or like pop punk, you know, type album.
Yeah.
I could see it.
Technically, even though Rep has orange coded stuff, we don't have an orange album. And that's what, like you said,
Right.
a lot of people think, or yeah, Lilac is too close to speak now, but like orange definitely feels like it's could be next.
Right.
Which orange, plaid, clueless vibes. I don't know.
But I don't think she's going to announce a new album this year to answer the original question. I agree with you. That's not coming for a hot second. But,
Yeah.
you know, I didn't think she'd announce a new album this year either. So I could be wrong.
Will Taylor announce a re-recorded album?
This is my ultimate clown moment. I'm saying yes. She's going to announce.
She
by
said
the end
yes.
of the tour. She said yes to Reputation, to Debutation.
Right? We see you, Taylor Nation. We said yes.
What do you think?
My answer literally says, I hope so. I'm so fed up. I can't do it anymore. And I know, just keep the music, just be patient, be grateful. And I am, but I'm a Swiftie and I'm insatiable. And I just want Reputation. If yes, which one? I said Rep or Debutation, not debut. Debutation. At this point, the closer and closer we get to the year ending, I'm like, I don't know if she will spread them out next year or if she'll just be like, end of tour.
Right.
Both albums.
That's what I said. I said Debutation, baby. Because same thing. I'm like, I always thought she'd own her albums by the end of the tour. That just feels right. And at this point in this final stretch, there's no way she's announcing both separately. So if I want to live in this little Delulu world that I'm living in, Debutation.
As much as I want Rep to have its own spotlight, I'm always going to be like, I knew she hated Rep because I always feel that way. I'm like, you know, it's kind of cool though, because you think about like if there were going to be any two albums that were paired together, that like Debut and Reputation are kind of a fun mix just from the fan base. Like I feel like you're usually either, if those are like your favorite albums, you're usually like team Debut or team Reputation. And doesn't mean you dislike the other one, but it's like there's enough love to drop both of those to have like, cool, these people are happy, these people are happy, we're all chilling. And like there's enough, you know, you can listen to Debut or you can listen to Rep, you can do whatever you want.
Literally the only reason why I question if she would actually drop both at the same time is because she loves her records. And that would mean that one of them can't be number one. Like inherently only one album can be at the top of the charts. And so that would like ruin her streak. But at the same time,
true,
she would break insane. She would have like insane records though, because she'd probably take up like the top 30 of the charts, you know? So
you're right.
it's
maybe that wouldn't bring us together. Maybe that would separate us and tear us apart as a
Stop
fan base.
listening to Rep, listen to Debut.
Yeah. Oh, Rep's back in the number one. Let's go. And it's gonna literally, it'd be like Reputation / like versus Debut Swifties. And actually in hindsight, maybe that'd be a disaster. But I don't know if she thinks that way.
So we both are saying she would announce the re-records by the end of the tour, but do we think she would release them by the end of the tour?
No. There's been a lot of rumors about February as a clown date for Reputation. I feel like if the album drop trend is real, the one album, two albums, one album, two albums, that would put next year in a 2-album zone. But there's been rumors that she's working on new music, and we just talked about, you know, the red herrings for new music. And we know, because Taylor is crazy, that there is definitely new music in the works. But maybe that's not next year. But maybe next year is when she just really wows out, and it's the first year we get 3.
Whoa.
3, 2, 1.
Let's go. I just had a realization that I hadn't really thought through before. She could announce both albums by the end of the tour, like we're both saying. But when she's announcing it, she could say the release dates and they are different. Like that doesn't mean they have to drop at the same time. So she could say Reputation's coming in February and Debut's coming in June. I don't know. Yeah. However far apart she wants to spread them, she could do that. I mean, Speak Now and 1989 were announced like within 3 months of each other.
You're right.
And dropped within 3 months of each other too. Speak Now announced in May, dropped in July, 1989 announced in August, dropped in October.
True. And like I feel like she would only, like if she did both of them, it would be for the sake of like wanting to have that moment on tour. Which is why I think she's going to do it too, not just because I'm clowning, but like I feel like it's such a rare, fun opportunity that she's had to announce them on tour. So it's like, why not do one more? You know, because you have more to do. I
can't imagine a re-recording announcement not on tour after this. Like, obviously, the announcements of the first few were really cool. But once she took it to this level, I feel like there's no going back.
And that's why so much of the clowning that we talked about for Rep, it's like, a lot of it is based around like her announcing it on tour. It's like the bodysuit, I did something bad. There's so many things teeing up. Same thing with Debut. Like Debut doesn't even have an era. So it's like there's so much fun she could have with either one.
And I didn't include that in my answer from earlier, like the changing of the set list. There are a lot of people who think she might announce Debut and actually add like a little Debut part to the set list, maybe.
She gets rid of Speak Now because it only had one song and replaces it with like one Debut song.
See, this is what I had to do. And everyone's like, get rid of the red singles. What are we doing?
The final question. Will the Eras Tour dates extend past December 8th? Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun. No, absolutely not, you clown.
Spoiler! Also, this was my question. So, because of course it was. Will she add another date? Well, okay, well, will she extend the tour? Guys, she said December. She didn't say when. The clown in me says yes, because her birthday's so soon after the tour ends, and that's the clown date, as we all know. So it's like it could either be a great day to pop off on tour, or obviously otherwise a great day to pop off, period, like with these re-releases and all this other stuff we've talked about. But I mean, she said it so vague, like the Eras Tour is ending in December. It's like, okay.
You're like, but you didn't say when, so Christmas, New Year's Eve?
There's many weeks after the 8th, so...
Yeah, no, she said It's ending in December. I don't think she specifically said like Vancouver in that speech, but I felt like that was her way of trying to tell us to not clown. Well, those are our delusional for me and vague for you predictions for the Eras Tour.
Who knows what's going to happen? Literally not even me.
If you guys want to drop your answers to these questions in the comments, we want to see what you think is going to happen in these next 2 months. Thank God we have the Eras Tour to look forward to take us out to the end of the year, you know?
Only 18 more shows, as Taylor Nation needed to remind us. 1 + 8 = 9.
Long Pond Evermore?
Plaid? Oh my God, someone was saying that. I saw that earlier. Someone literally was like, maybe it was a commenter that said like, oh yeah, she wore that plaid get up in the Long Pond sessions.
Man, if we got Evermore Long Pond, I would be so happy. It's my birthday album. It'd just be nice to have the live version of all of those songs, you know? I'll take whatever I can get.
We're coming up on the
choosers.
season when that would be perfect for her to record, like a nice crisp fall, which I feel like is when it was that she recorded it. So
Red wine.
Plaid. Plaid's a red herring for everything. Could be anything. Who knows? So those were all of our answers, but we really want to hear what your answers would be. And if they're definitive like Molly's or more nuanced like mine, let us know your thoughts in the comments.
If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already so we can hit our goal of 22,000 subscribers.
22.